with the interview with Ethan today, who's a senior IT consultant. Thank you for coming in, Ethan.
Yep.
So can you tell us more about yourself?
Yes, yeah, my name is Ethan. I am a senior consultant in Managility, my company name.
Yes.
So yeah, and I've worked for IT for like more than 3 years. So I think yeah, we can talk about a bit more.
So why did you decide to be an IT consultant?
Well, I never thought that would be an IT consultant before, because I work as a software developer before. Then you develop yourself, and then you do more projects, and then ultimately you get more contributions to the company.
Yeah.
The company finds out, okay, then you're good at that,
Yeah.
and then we'll send out to the client, and then you do the client requirements and things like that, and then after that they will promote you as an IT consultant, and then you start doing consultant without you're not aware of that you're being a consultant. And, yeah.
So in your own point of view, what do you think would make a good IT consultant by doing all that? What will make the clients happy?
Yeah, to be a good IT consultant, we say you need to get good understanding of what the client needs. Let's say a client that say, oh, I need this project, and then we do have all the project specs, but we need to do that things, and we need to do that as well, we need to do that as well. It's an IT consultant, you need to fully understand with the IT background knowledge, then you understand what the required needs, and then which one can be done and which one cannot be done, and you need to know what expected time of each task, and then you need to know what courses that inside each task, and things like that, and then that could be, and then you can report it to the IT department and saying this can be done or cannot be done and things like that. So that is good. So the general really important thing is that you need to really understand what the client needs.
Yeah. Is there a time where you have a disagreement with the client and the IT department?
Well, there is sometimes, of course, there will be with. Let's say our clients want that things and done, and then you thought that it could be done, okay, and then you talk to the department and say, no, this one would take like a month or 2 months, kind of thing, and then which is you underestimate the time things. So there was a time things that the client wants that to be done, the project to be finished by 2 weeks, and then that work cannot be done in 2 weeks. Then you have to manage in between. Talk to the clients. Okay, this is the department that cannot be served and like that, and then you have to manage two things in between.
Yeah.
So it sometimes can get difficult, but you have to manage.
Yeah. So that sounds quite challenging. Is this the most challenging part of your IT?
Well, that's one of the challenging part of it. Yeah, you're right.
So this is probably one of the things that you say is the most challenging.
Yeah, the challenging part, the most challenging part, it's like you understand, and then you have to communicate to the IT team and things like that. And sometimes you need to solve your problem. You don't even go into the IT department. You have to solve the problem by yourself.
Yeah.
So as an IT consultant, you need to know what the client needs. That's different. You need to communicate with the client.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can solve the problem by yourself without going to the IT department.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You talked about the challenging parts. What's something enjoyable about being an IT consultant?
Well, that's a good question, because I never thought of that. So I think the most enjoyable part is like you communicate with clients.
Yeah.
The most enjoying part is when the project finish, and then when you deliver it to the client, the project to the client, and the client was very happy with it, and that means we're doing a good job. You're saying we're doing a good job. Then you have a sense of achievement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you done something good, and then client's happy.
Yeah.
So that's the most enjoyable part. I think that it comes at the last. It takes a bit of time, but
Yeah.
you will get something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most enjoyable part.
Yeah.
I think it's.
So you mentioned that all your clients are happy. Do they always keep coming back, or when they want to add more features?
Yeah. Then you say let's say you have done the projects, all right? And then you deliver client, and client's happy, and say, because they add more features. Like say the client wants to add more features on the software and things like that. They want to add more modules, but they're not in the spec. That means they need to do ask again to do some other parts. So we need to communicate. They always come back to say that if they're coming back, that means we're doing a good job here. Right? They're coming back saying we need to add more features on that, and we do other things on that, and we will do whole processes again. So we talk to the client and go to the department team and do everything again, and then they're always happy. So that's a good part of it.
So,
If
so, you,
there's-
so you say that you talk to the clients a lot and you have to speak to the IT department a lot.
Yes,
So
yeah.
would you consider that you're working as a team, or do you work alone most of the time? Or?
Well, that really depends. Because let's say we have a big project, right? Let's say a big project, then you understand the clients and the customers,
Yeah.
okay, and then you come back, then you have to work as a team.
Yeah.
Because you know the big project you cannot work as alone. So let's say you take let's say client has some bugs and problems in how to operate the softwares and the applications. So they call you, and then if you understand that you can solve it, then that's fine. Then you do work alone. Let's say this is a small problem, it doesn't even know you need to go in the IP department. Then you work yourself, right? Then you have the consulting and services. So as an IT consultant, sometimes you work as a team, and sometimes you work alone. That really depends. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So you said that you speak to IT consultants and you sometimes tell them it takes 2 weeks, and IT department might say it takes 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Would you ever make the IT department work overtime, or what sort of ethical issues you go through throughout the?
It's sometimes for the IT departments when if the project really going to the deadline.
Yeah.
So unfortunately they do need to work overtime.
Yeah.
But over time they will be get paid,
Yeah.
like overpaid as well. So that's we have issues there, but you know that we can resolve it.
Is there some other ethical issues in that workplace, being an IT consultant, in terms of privacy or?
Yes, you do, because all the client work
Yeah.
should be kept it as private.
Yeah.
So you cannot go outside to the company.
Yeah.
So you know client trusts you, and you have to all keep it private. You cannot go out of it.
Yeah.
So that you need to keep aware of that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one that I can think of for now.
Yeah. Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. So, well, thank you for coming in for the interview
No worries.
today. As a final, do you have any educational advice for the students out there that are, teaming to be an IT consultant, or maybe a programmer that works in the IT team, or?
Yes. I do have some. Let's say if you want to work as an IT, let's say IT occupations, so they have a few fields. Let's say if you want to work as an IT consultant, junior consultant, things. So you need to know about how to get the business models, like how to get the client needs, what the requirements are, and then you need to do business modeling. Let's say how to do ER diagram, how to do class diagram, how to do business modeling, use cases, a sequence diagram, and that's really important for business analysis. Okay. And another thing is for technical IT students that they want to do more technical work, let's say programming and develop application stuff, then you need to go like programming languages. Let's say you want to go program any of the programming languages, object-oriented programming languages, or application programming, or you want to go for networking, or you want to go for machine learning, kind of thing. Yeah, so that's the thing. And the another thing is saying in IT department there was some team who were doing the testing softwares.
Yeah.
Then those kind of things they know how to program, and the testing software, they write test cases and things like those kind of people. Those team, they're testing the software what has been developed by the IT guys.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. So I recommend is IT business analysis and programmers. Yeah. And for the testers, like things. So there are 3 applications that I recommend. You can pick one skill and you go deal with it,
Yeah.
and then you can get something of it in the IT.
No worries.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
okay.
thank you so much for
No worries,
doing
man.
the interview.
Oh, good.
Really
Sure.
appreciate it.